After having introduced you to the castanets, that instrument from Spain, I thought it would be really neat to take you on a virtual journey and show you a little bit about the country and their culture. And you're going to get just a taste of information about Mexican culture too. Ready to go on our virtual trip? Here we go.
Hello, niños. Hello, kids. Are you ready to learn all about Spain? Well, I have some really interesting things to tell you all about Spain. Come along and learn all about Spain with me. Spain is a country that is in Europe. In Spain, the people speak a language called Spanish. The money that they use in Spain is called euros. Here is a picture of the Spanish flag. Here are some interesting Spanish words. In Spanish, fiesta means festival or party. There are lots of fiestas in Spain. One famous fiesta in Spain is called La Tomatina. This is a festival where tomatoes are thrown around. This is the world's biggest food fight, and lots of people go to participate.
Now, that is wasting food, isn't it? A big waste of food. But I didn't think that this picture was quite enough. You ready to see a video of what the Tomatina festival looks like for real? Here we go. Now, I think we should watch that again, but this time I can read to you the information that was at the bottom. It's pretty interesting. Ready? Here we go again. It's called the Tomatina Festival. Tomatina began in 1945 over a dispute between two young farmers. Hold on. You might not know the word dispute. Dispute means argument. So two young farmers were arguing with each other, like yelling back and forth. They had a disagreement. And then it says it escalated, so the argument grew into a huge food fight in the town's main plaza. So like the center of the city. Kind of like in Oak Creek, we have that area where there's the town hall and the library. Can you imagine two people getting into an argument and it growing so big that there was a food fight with tomatoes there? Oh boy. The festival takes place on the last Wednesday of August. And if you're curious, this year they did not have it. So you and I did not miss out on anything. Not that we would have gone anyway, because it's pretty expensive to take a flight to Spain. But yeah, because of COVID, they didn't have the festival. Makes sense though. No social distancing. Even if you did wear a mask, you'd have tomato gel in your face right away. There are 22,000 participants. 22,000. To give you an idea of how many people is 22,000 people, 17,000 people can fit in the Pfizer Forum. That's where the Bucks play. The Tomatino Festival has 22,000. So that's 5,000 more than can fit in the Pfizer Forum. There are 36,000 people who live in Oak Creek. That would be like more than half of the city of Oak Creek participating in this food fight. That's a lot. Look at all those tomatoes being dumped out of the truck. I've heard of dump trucks actually opening up and rocks or dirt falling out. Ooh, oh, have you seen Back to the Future? In Back to the Future, the dump truck dumps out manure, which is a very gentle way of saying cow poop. I think I'd rather tomatoes. But look at this. This says around 160 tons of tomatoes are tossed in the fight. What's similar to 160 tons of tomatoes? A whale weighs 150, so that's pretty close. And would you believe that a small car weighs about 1 ton? So it's the weight of 160 cars worth of tomatoes. That's a lot. A lot. Six trucks drive through the town's main street to deliver the ammo being the tomatoes. So wouldn't you love to have this job? I wonder if they actually get paid to do it. Although you'd only be able to do it one time a year. So here they are in the dump truck. Now, at the same time that some of the tomatoes are falling out the back, these people inside get to throw tomatoes at everybody else on the outside. And then look at these people. This is not the job I would want. I would want this job or the truck driver, because they're probably the only person in the whole entire town that doesn't have to take a shower after the festival's done. Now, if you thought that was a wild party or festival, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait.
And traditions. One of the most popular ones is the running of the bulls, which is exactly what it sounds like. Hundreds of people gather in the streets to run from the bulls.
Yeah, that actually happens. Well, let's watch again.
And traditions. One of the most popular ones is the running of the bulls, which is exactly what it sounds like. Hundreds of people gather in the streets to run from the bulls.
And that's just two of the festivals that they have in Spain. Now we're going to go to another part of Spain. So we have Fiesta. The next thing they're going to talk about is Siesta.
Another Spanish word is siesta. A siesta is an afternoon nap. In Spain, people get breaks in the middle of the day for siesta. At this time, most stores and shops are closed.
Now, I know part of you is probably thinking, that's pretty sweet. Take a nap in the middle of the day? Awesome. Whereas another part of you is thinking, wait a second, what? Everything is closed in the middle of the day for a couple of hours? No, that doesn't happen. It does happen. It does happen. Like if you picture Walmart and Walgreens and local restaurants and things like that, they close shop for a couple hours in the middle of the day. Now, you might think that's kind of a luxury and it's pretty neat, but they do it for a very good reason because it gets pretty hot in Spain. And in the middle of the day, that's when the sun's right above your head, and that's when it's the hottest part of the day. And what's more than that, You ready for this? Not many places in Spain have air conditioning. Not even the cars. It's true. Going on.
Another Spanish word is bailar. Bailar means to dance. Lots of Spanish people love to dance. One popular dance in Spain is called flamenco.
I know she said flamenco, but it's actually flamenco or flamenco. And I have a couple videos to share with you of the beautiful dance of the flamenco. And as an added bonus, I found specific flamenco dancers that used castanets while they were dancing. She's very serious, isn't she? There's those castanets. Isn't that such a beautiful dance? It's amazing how sometimes she's moving so slow and thoughtful and serious. And then other times, vroom, with the castanets. And ladies, don't you love the dress? Ooh, ooh. I could wear something like that and kick my legs all day long with the skirt going everywhere. I have a second flamenco dancer that I want to share with you, and you'll see her dress is different. And what you're going to notice is you're going to hear some sounds in the background, and what you're hearing is plates and silverware, because often in Spain there will be a restaurant with a stage there with a flamenco dancer and a guitarist and instrumentalist and singers and other dancers there too. And you get to watch and enjoy the beautiful show while you eat. Do you hear? You can even see the people sitting there. Isn't that mesmerizing? I mean, my goodness, I feel like I could watch that and then end up being hypnotized after watching it for a while. Take me to your leader. No, I'm not really hypnotized. I do have a third flamenco video for you. Hopefully, you're not sick and tired of watching flamenco dancers. I wanted to do a third because this one has a couple dancing together with castanets, and it gives you a different element of it. And this one is performed in a dance studio. Maybe they're dance teachers and they're demonstrating to their students. I hope you think that was worth it. It totally was for me. And I've probably seen that video now at least 10 times and I still enjoy it. It's just so beautiful to watch. Now, I'm going to take you on a mini trip to Mexico because these flamenco dancers reminded me of a famous Latina painter named Frida Kahlo or Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo is not from Spain. She's from Mexico. Now here, this yellow country, and no, our country isn't yellow, just for the map's purpose. This yellow country here is United States. That's where we are. And in fact, this blue area here, that is Lake Michigan. And Oak Creek is right there at the tip, tiny, teeny, tiny tip of that arrow there. So that's where we are right now. And Mexico, or Mexico, which is how they pronounce it, that's where Frida was from. And you know what they call the United States? They call the United States Los Estados Unidos, the States United. Frida, like I said, was a painter, and she loved painting natural things like fruit. I'm not quite sure what fruit that is. If you figure it out, let me know. You all, I'm sure, know this one. This is my daughter's favorite fruit. And then, of course, oranges. This looks like a mango, maybe a plum. Maybe this is like a clementine or a cutie. Maybe that one's a cantaloupe. Again, I'm super curious about this one. Are you? Frida also liked to do self-portraits. A self-portrait is a picture or painting of yourself. So this is what she felt she looked like. Interesting, huh? Here's another self-portrait. Remember I said she liked painting things in nature? So she has this beautiful jungle behind her, it looks like. And I think those are dragonflies, although the tip of the dragonfly kind of looks like dandelions, doesn't it? And then she has butterfly in her hair, but clips. And then a baby monkey over here, a kitty cat over here, and some sort of bird necklace. Now, here's my question for you. I'm going to show you a real picture of Frida Kahlo, and let's see if you think she did a pretty good job representing herself. Does her picture look like her portrait? Ready? I'd say yes. What do you think? Clearly, the flowers are different, but look at the face. My goodness, this is nearly identical to her eyebrows and how she wore her blush. I think she did quite a good job. Thanks for joining me on our journey. I got awesome things in store for Thursday.